if you had asked the computer, was it a good time to buy real estate there a year or so ago, they would have been like, yeah, awesome time. And I'd just be curious, do we have something like a REIT index, right? So this is REIT stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. And I thought it fascinating because everybody's in love with this BlackRock Capital right now, but I actually think that BlackRock Capital is in a big trouble. The issue there, though, is that they're a private equity fund, so they are allowed to do things like simply say you are not allowed to redeem your invested units. And, people buy these billion-dollar products because they think they're so damn smart, when really, I mean, all of you should look at this and go, uh-oh. Do I really want to be investing in real estate as of this date right here? And that's May of last year. That's like, that's what, 10 months ago. Is that right? No. May, June, July, August, September, October, November. What is that? 7 months ago. Actually, December now, 8 months ago. So this story's old. And yet the irony of it all is, if you went and asked in the public, was real estate a good investment there last year? Everybody would like, of course. So we're starting to see the anecdotal evidence in the marketplace that the real estate market is finally breaking. I mean, that's an interesting image right there. Probably what ends up happening here is you can kind of see the future. Eh? That's going to be a shoulder. That's your head. I don't know. And actually, it's kind of cool because today is Tuesday, so we'll have our weekly commodity trend. Well, no, actually, that's not it. It's the TRI Secret Options Formula Club meeting. So if you are a site veteran, you want to come and talk stock and options and warrants and all that kind of stuff, we got that meeting tonight. But I wouldn't be surprised if this actually carves out some sort of crazy ass head. And the interesting thing is that there's that neckline. This could be a fairly substantial drop, and it, as Chris likes to point out, his girlfriend there over on the interneting has told us that there is some big crisis that's coming in probably the first or second quarter of 2023. And it might actually be in the realization that BlackRock Capital is actually bankrupt. And they're being sued because they can't get out, or people can't get out of the redemptions. So, you look at this image here, and ironically enough, this is just about everything that we teach at TRI. I mean, I would not invest in real estate now. I think that's asking for trouble. Unless you're actually going to live in the place, right? And that's sort of why I like the whole Portugal idea, is I just want to go and buy a place and live there. But, reload zones. I mean, the irony of it all is this stuff's everything that I teach you guys. Nothing's really changed. I suppose if you do want to buy real estate, probably look for that capitulation event. In fact, you know what this looks like to me? I hate to say it, is if we go boom, boom. And I think I've told you guys this before. This is like Nebraska. Good old Michael Patak. This was his favorite trade, was identifying a trend line, identifying structural failure on, like, say, a third tag of the trend line, and trading this all the way down. He would do this on the ES. I'd see him do it at least 2 or 3 times a year, and it would just piss me off to no end. But I mean, what do we do? Do we go all the way down to there? Holy moly. Look how bad that could get. Oh, and actually that makes sense. So, if we do we'll just take this here. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Let's go there to there. So, anybody who did go to Portugal with us last spring, you can understand why those real estate agents were so jazzed about us buying a place, because that was like literally the top of the market when we were there. My hunch is you could probably pick up Portuguese real estate for a song and a dance going forward here. But there, wow, that looks like an interesting image. So I could very easily see, Miss Booth. We'll just call her Miss Booth. I think I can remember that. I could very easily see a dump all the way down here. And how ironic, right? That is basically right into the 2008 financial crisis lows. That wouldn't surprise me. So, and also interesting too, notice how this sort of is cascading its way down. And then all of a sudden, the last final move is just an absolute puke out. And that's what I think is in store for us in 23.